104.1 KRBE.
KRBE HD1 Houston.
Cumulus Media Station.
Live from the TXU Energy Studio. Wallow's winning. All right.
Wallows, the band.
It's our KRBE exclusive event at the Rustic downtown with Wallows on June the 28th. It is your chance to win a pair of tickets as we do this throughout the day. The first chance of the day is right now, 8 o'clock. Then we do it at 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. But on Wednesdays, it's every hour from 8 to 7. So here we go. Caller 10-713-390-KRBE. You get a pair of tickets to this exclusive event at the Rustic downtown with Wallows, June 28th. Wallows. Your next chance is at 11 o'clock, but let's go, caller 10.
104.1
KRBE.
Food wars, what you gonna pick? Which one delicious, which one to make you sick? Food wars, which one is it best? Which one's a winner, which one you detest?
Food Wars. All dishes remain equal until proven more tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food Wars. Now, a lot of times we'll ask you a question like, what's your favorite sweet snack? Or if you had to pick one food for the rest of your life, what do you think it should be? Or what's absolutely has to be on your barbecue grill menu for the summer? This is going to focus on one grilled item for the summer, and there's the hot dog.
And this is basically a war against this guy and girl, whatever they think. You have to have an etiquette when it comes to hot dogs.
Oh, God. Yeah, because the last 3 days, I feel like we've had lots of hot dog news.
Oh, yeah.
Between the Joey Chestnut, Kobayashi Netflix special, the Nathan's hot dog ousting of Joey Chestnut, talking about competitive eating. Today, there's another story. Hot dogs with mayo hits different. Have you had a hot dog with mayo?
I don't think I've tried that.
Try that.
That sounds horrible.
A loaded hot dog is really good.
They said mayo blends extremely well with other ingredients.
Yes.
But however
it's like the ketchup
you're
and mayo.
dressing the dog,
Okay.
there is a way to do it. And we didn't know this. There's a lady named the Queen of Ween. She's on YouTube. The Queen of Ween. And it's everyday guidance for eating America's sacred food is how she's labeled this. From the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, it is a full etiquette guide. Here's some of the audio of the steps you need to take to enjoy a hot dog properly. Here we go.
Don't use fancy buns with Franks. Do stick to sesame seed, poppy seed, or plain buns with hot dogs. Dress the dog, not a bun. Wet condiments like mustard and chili are applied first, followed by chunky condiments like relish, onions, and sauerkraut, followed by shredded cheese, followed by spices like celery salt or pepper. Don't bring wine to a hot dog barbecue. Beer, soda, lemonade, and iced tea are preferable.
And perhaps the cardinal rule, never ever put ketchup on a hot dog after the age of 18. We all have to grow up sometime. And besides, legend has it that within the city limits of Chicago, you could be arrested for such an offense.
Yeah,
No
I like
wonder
that
Eric
ending.
is so anti-ketchup.
Stupid.
Chicago. Her name is Janet Riley. She's the Queen of Ween. And she had a lot more rules. There's a video, guys, while she's talking. Imagine, like, if you're a Houstonian, I'm going to make you visualize Galleria 2, 1989, The Magic Pan was a restaurant. The Magic Pan. Imagine the decor of the Magic Pan. Think of like an 80s, I don't even know, crepes. I don't know what it was. I remember the restaurant.
The
I walked by
Magic
it.
Pan.
It's called the Magic Pan. And like any 80s sitcom where there was a restaurant scene, like a bistro. This is what this video looks like. This guy is sitting in this scene. He's got the hot dog, and he makes eye contact with the camera while he's licking his fingers and eating the hot dog. It's very hot. He's wearing like a businessman's outfit.
Why is he doing this? Is he?
And they say a hot dog should be eaten in 5 bites, but if you have a foot long, 7.
Like Costco.
5 bites?
Costco,
5
you need
bites.
7 bites at least.
And absolutely leave no bun on the plate. You have
Kevin,
to
why are
eat
you
every
shaking your head?
bite together.
Kevin, can you eat a Costco hot dog in less than 7 bites?
I wouldn't. I don't like to eat hot
Chew
dogs.
your food.
No, there is
Even
so many.
$1.50?
On this show, we have done so many stories about how bad hot dogs are for you and processed meat is for you.
But
So
as
I
a
have
kid, you
steered
eat them?
away.
Processed food.
I can't do it. I can't even
Wait,
do it.
as a kid, you had them though.
Oh yeah, as a kid,
It wasn't
I did.
until
I
like
didn't-
you had this like epiphany as an adult. What age?
I mean, it wasn't an epiphany. It was just like this show sours me on a lot of things.
You do realize
God.
though, you can go to Whole Foods or Sprouts or Central Market and you can get non-processed hot dogs. The stuff that, once you open that pack, it's going to go bad in like 2 days.
But is it even... Like, I don't even know if I trust that anymore.
Yeah,
I feel
is it
like
worth it?
I feel like people
None of
lie
that
to us
stuff
about
in it.
everything now with packaging.
Yeah.
We're trying to eat. Well, was it something?
Yep.
Did you say something this week? was bad for us. Oh man, what was it? Like a Monday or Tuesday you said
Well,
something.
I think it was the vegan processed
the
hot
Impossible.
dogs.
They're
Right.
nice.
The Impossible hot dogs are bad too.
Yeah.
You can't win. You're trying to
You
eat.
can't
Well,
have a plant-based
they're
diet
loaded
based
with-
only on the plant-based fake meat food.
The
They're
ingredients
loaded
It has
with
to be
sugar.
actual plants and actual vegetables.
Just because something is vegan does not mean it's good for you.
Part of the other hot dog etiquette, friends, is do use multicolored toothpicks to serve cocktail wieners. Cocktail forks are in poor taste. And don't ever think there's a wrong time to serve hot dogs.
I still want
so
that.
weird.
I always wanted that machine that made the, like you said, your friend
I'm
had
telling
it.
you, I went to a softball kids
Has a
party.
casing.
It's like a steaming.
It was a maze.
Oh.
Jay Henry, I give you a shout out.
That's
She
a
bought
flex.
this machine. I can't remember which way she bought it. And half of it was like the steamer for the hot dogs to keep them nice and warm. So
that'd
it
be
was
awesome.
condensed on the
So
glass.
weird. Uh-huh.
And the other half was a steamer for the buns to keep them perfect. So you can marry those two together and eat that hot dog with joy.
Kev, I can't get over your distaste. Like, you're just hating hot dogs right now. Detest.
Disdain.
Detest.
Your disdain and your-
distaste. Your hate.
Your distaste.
Your love. Your what? His face on this hot dog talk.
Go on.
I can't talk right now.
I'll let you put
What's
yourself
the
in this
word?
boat.
What's the word that I want to
Disdain.
use?
His disdain for hot dogs.
Spell that.
Or disgust.
Disdain.
She was putting the two
Disdain.
together.
I think I
Yeah,
was. I was
disgust
trying to put
and
like
disdain.
distaste.
every word together.
But the right one.
I can't
You
with your
mashed 'em
face
up.
right now.
I just
Like, if I had hot dogs at my house, you wouldn't eat them?
I don't think I would. Maybe if it was a ballpark and it was all like crispy and burned from the grill.
No, Hebrew National.
That's
Or
so
Costco.
weird.
Those Costco hot dogs are so. damn
Remember we
good.
did
Beef,
for
they're beef
Try It Tuesday?
franks.
We
Yes,
tried
those
all
were
those hot dogs,
good.
and the Costco dog won.
Here's what comes to mind. Pig feet, pig ears, hooves, all that ground into one hot dog.
Not if it says all beef.
As long as it's beef.
Oh, then
it's cow hooves.
That's all beef, cow
It's
shins.
just the cows. It's Elsie the cow. Wait, I got more audio to play for you guys because listen.
All right, I got to hear
In
this.
radio, there are times where we just don't think this thing is on.
Just like
Even as the
previously.
Roula and Ryan show, as early as when.
I
You're
say
right,
that
Sam.
out loud?
Yes. There are times like I did the 4th of July week of shows one year when I couldn't vacation the same time as y'all. And I swear to God, if I had played a cat meowing for 4 hours straight, we would have had better ratings than what was trying to be done on this
I'm
show
gonna
because
work-
everyone was out.
I'm gonna work those days with Sam. I think I'll just.
I'm telling
I think
you.
we'll just play some best of Sam.
You don't want us to
people
try
are not
and
they're
take
either
over the
not
world?
yeah they're just checked out. They're not interested in making a phone call to the radio station. They don't want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, they're-
anyway,
they're on their own
so
world.
sometimes as radio people we think, well, there's nobody listening. I could probably say this and no one's going to hear it. I think this is the mentality behind this man who is a so-called classic DJ. He's
Classical
on
music DJ.
classical music
Classical music,
station,
like a jazz station or a classical station or
Mozart.
something. I don't know what
Okay.
it is.
It's two
but-
different stations.
Bach, all that.
Yeah, jazz and
Listen to
classical are not the same.
Listen to the radio
both suck.
break of this man
Yeah.
on the Mozart station, right? Listen to what he goes on about.
That was an emotional concerto from Mendelssohn. So many highs and lows in that piece. It almost reminds you of the feeling of eating a hot dog. Mmm, yum. It starts off high with that first bite, but oh boy, does it finish low when you get to the end. You really want to grab another one. And if you're like me, you might grab another 8 or 9. I could munch on those things all day. Vienna beef, Nathan's, Costco, Oscar Mayer wiener. As long as it's grilled and in a bun, I'll suck one down faster than you can imagine. I really would just sit there and eat them all day if you didn't stop me. Up next, we have another beautiful composition from Igor Stravinsky's neoclassical period before the 12-tone compositions that marked the end of his career.
That was his
100% he does not think
personality
anyone's
break.
listening to him.
There's Sam Spotlight.
He's like, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to say and see if anybody
my
notices.
He says like the music. It starts out high.
High and then low,
I
like eating a
mean,
hot
I feel like
dog.
that
Seriously.
was definitely Eric.
dog.
If he had
What
to
kind
do
of
my
show
show.
Oh, I would totally be doing that. I would totally put everything in food.
That's just going on a
That new Dua
tangent.
Lipa song is kind of like a
That's
cheeseburger.
Yes.
It makes you smile.
It gets sloppy in the
He's
end.
playing classical music. What kind of show prep do you do for that?
Well, there isn't any. It's just about
You
whatever
just talk
the,
about
the,
whatever's
the
on your
break
mind.
says next.
He found
We're
a way
gonna
to
play
take a hot
Mozart.
dog
We're going
and
to talk
and
about hot dogs.
music tempo.
The highs and
Mendelssohn.
lows of eating a hot dog. Mendelssohn and Mozart.
I gotta find this guy. I
He
gotta
could
listen to that
suck
show.
8 or 9 of them, he said.
That was
That would've-
that was a weird
Suck 'em
way
down.
to say that.
Suck them down.
Remember that guy last year in the Yankees stadium? He put a straw through it and he used the hot dog as a straw and sucked
Yeah,
on
it's
drink a
disgusting.
beer.
That's
Ew,
disgusting.
that sounds gross.
Beer hot dog water. It would taste like.
When we were kids, we'd take those pretzel logs. We'd bite the ends off and we'd like drink our Coca-Cola through the pretzel.
The pretzel rods?
Pretzel rod can do that?
Yeah,
The
you could just, if you
crackery
suck
ones?
hard enough on the pretzel rod, the Coke will come up right through
Twizzler
it.
can do that.
Yeah, Twizzlers, I've done
That's
that
what
with Twizzlers.
those cookies, you see them in the store now, but they used to be imports only, called Tim Tams from Australia.
Oh, yeah, Tim
you can
Tams.
suck your tea or coffee through the cookie.
I
Yeah.
think we tried that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did do that.
It's good. A little messy. Delicious. So the pretzel rod theory could work. Just a lot of sucking is involved.
Yeah, no thanks.
A lot of effort. Coming up next,
Tell me
ladies
we
and
have that
gentlemen,
audio, by the
date
way.
or ditch. I don't call it a job for nothing. Date or ditch. We are going to let you hear what this person has an issue with. It has to do with a photographer on a first date, and you're going to tell us whether she should stay on or bail out next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
4.1 KRBE Wallows on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Don't forget, today we have more chances for you to score tickets to get that exclusive access to a secured spot at the intimate performance we're having with them and the Q&A with them on June the 28th at the Rustic downtown. Taylor was our 8 o'clock winner. The next chance for you to score tickets will be with Sam at 11 o'clock, then at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. But don't forget, on Wednesdays, it's Wallows Wednesday. We do it from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yesterday, Eric, you were talking about.
What's this noise?
God.
She's wearing the belt, by the
I'm
way.
wearing my belt.
The rapid fire belt.
You've had it for 24 hours now.
For those that
Yesterday,
missed
she
it,
won
I
it.
won the rapid fire quiz, so now I get to wear the belt every day until next Wednesday. We have to give it up. Unless I win again.
Yes, keep it.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Looks good on
She's
you.
in particular really rubbing it in
Go
Eric's
to at
face.
Radio Roula on the Insta. You're
looks
going to
good
see me
with it.
posing in my belt.
I mean, not as good as I did, but hey. Like,
Well, you
she's
don't know what that
natural
feels
on
like
me.
anymore. That was last week. This is this week.
I'm
And
gonna
I'm
make
going to relish it. You didn't wear it at all after you
I'm gonna
won
make some
it.
championship
Not
suspenders.
one time. I'm giving this belt more love than you did.
That is true.
I was even
I'm wearing
thinking
it
about.
today.
I kissed it, though.
I was thinking about having a trophy for the end of the year.
We'll see what happens.
All time, the best
Let's not
winner
get
of
too crazy.
2024.
Trophy. It's like a bowling trophy.
I'd rather spend that money on a fancy meal.
Yeah. We're still waiting for our Christmas meal.
Yeah, we haven't had the Christmas meal. It's already Christmas in July. It'll be Christmas in July. Have our fancy meal. All right, let's get to date or ditch. I need a serious theme song.
Serious.
Should you date or ditch, or are you the bitch? Time to decide. You can confide with the Roula and Ryan Show.
And what's the most important part of that whole song? Here we go. Show. Such a
There
random
it
song.
is.
Got to build to a crescendo here.
Yeah.
You turn to the camera, your wind's blowing your hair.
Yes. The listener line number is 713-278-VENT. That is where you will leave us your messages when it comes to your questions on whether you should continue on in a new early relationship or bail out. We call it date or ditch because whether it happened on the first date or the fifth date, you're just not really sure, should we keep on? Now, I was misinformed. I thought this happened on the first date, but this girl's had a couple dates with this guy. Let's hear what her problem is.
Hey guys, I wanted to put this on Date or Ditch. So I've been seeing this guy for about a month now. He's super nice, and we've been out like several times, usually on the weekends because of our schedules. But like the most recent was by far just like the strangest date. So we went out to like downtown a couple places, one of them being V on 23. It's like a super cute place. But I noticed while we were sitting there that there was like this guy taking pictures of us, and I was like really uncomfortable, and I told him, and he was like, oh yeah, that's my buddy. He's an amateur photographer, and he just wanted to like practice taking some candids of us. And I was like, okay, that's super weird. But then like, you know, once I quote unquote found out, and he was like, okay, oh, can you laugh here? Oh, can you hold her here? Like, he was telling my date. And so it just felt very like engagement photo shoot-y. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. So it was very uncomfortable.
That is really weird.
That's weird.
To
but
be
I
doing the
don't know if
poses like it is engagement photos or wedding
Especially-
photos.
I mean, if he's helping a buddy out who's trying
Yeah,
to, you know,
Why
improve
didn't
his-
If you're
Tell
dating
him.
a female, they want to know if they're going to be taking photos, right? You guys want to have the right
Oh,
hair?
yeah.
And we didn't know how it
Absolutely.
looks. Were you going to post that?
anything
Who's
that's
going
going
to
to
see
be
this?
posted.
I'd be mad.
And that's a whole ruse. Oh, my buddy is an amateur photog. I would think you're a creeper and you want this weird shrine full of pictures of me.
Or
If I'm not into the guy.
he's getting serious, like he said. she was saying engagement photos.
But you need to tell the girl that.
Doesn't mean
Listen,
for them.
any girl that has ever been
strange.
surprised with an engagement, her biggest regret when she retells the story is, I just wish I knew I was going to get engaged so I could have put something cuter on or done my nails.
Yes.
Okay, but they're only
Girls
like a
don't
month
like not
in.
being prepared. So for this girl to be run up on with a quote-unquote engagement photo shoot that she doesn't know is
Right.
a photo shoot, that's weird. She's not going to be happy with any of those photos.
Well, let's ask Ryan what he does because he has a lot of photos that kind of look candid and like they're like schmoopy with each other.
Oh, yeah,
and
well,
it's like, who the hell took that
Pose.
picture from
Yeah, do you-
afar? Like,
Do you pay someone to do it, or do
They
you just
don't
have
pay anybody to take a picture.
Well, the ones
But it
that
was
you
like from
posted,
afar.
Ryan, where your fiance is looking up and she's laughing and you're hugging her, who took that picture? Like, that was a posed picture that you
yeah.
posted.
I think our friends, we were all out in a big group and they took a picture of us.
But it was a posed picture because it was far away. Like, you guys posed for it, and it was like, I'm gonna candid. Like, I've done that before too. Like for just KRBE yesterday with my rapid fire quiz belt, which by the way I won that. By the way, that quiz. I looked up instead of looking down or at the camera. Like I purposely
I
did
think
that.
what we did was we took a picture of them and they took a picture of us, and that's all. I'm sorry, Kevin. It wasn't like I'm running around in underwear pictures that you post.
do I have any of them?
Yeah.
I think so.
On the beach.
I haven't seen that
I don't
lately.
think I've seen any underwear
It
pictures
hasn't
on.
been any panties.
Radio
I think his
Special
mom
K.
follows him, so he can't put those on
No,
there.
he usually is just doing lots of like manly work with no shirt on, cutting down trees with chainsaws after the
Right.
storm.
Which doesn't seem safe.
No,
I feel like
Why
you
are
need to
not wearing protective
protect your-
equipment.
You look at my arms and chest, and I'm all scratched up.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
I'm
All
doing
right, so what
man's
do we
work. I
think
ain't
here?
taking stupid pictures, all like candid and
I'm a
crap.
man.
Should she continue on to date him after this instance with this photographer, or should she bail out? I think she needs to communicate with him and say, what the hell was that?
I always say when
Yeah.
they call
What are
us,
we doing there?
That's weird.
that means they're like 40% out.
Yeah. When in doubt, leave it
I
out.
mean,
We're just
why
here to
would she not just
push
like
you.
say, "Hey, dude, that was really kind of weird. Can you not do that
Disrespectful.
again?" And then, if he says, "Oh, I really want to do that again," then yeah, get out.
If it was the first date, I'd say dump.
For
Bitch.
sure.
I mean, it's
He's
not
being
that big a
very
deal.
stalky.
I would just communicate with
It's
him.
been like, what'd you say, 4 or 5 dates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She said they've been
She
dating
just
on a
found
month,
it
5
weird,
days.
and it is weird.
Because he did not tell her this is going to happen. He just
That's
made it
the
sound like,
weirdest
oh, my
part.
friend is an amateur photographer. It's one thing if the amateur photographer is testing out his camera and taking a couple shots, but then he tells the couple, oh, hold her like this and stand here like this and do this and
Who's that?
laugh into the air holding a martini. That is weird. That is weird.
That's the weirdest thing.
It's a little
Uncomfortable.
bizarre.
After how many pictures, Sam, realistically on a date? I know you and I are married to our
Right.
husbands, but let's put ourselves in this girl's world. After how many pictures of, this is kind of weird, would we say something? Be like, I'm sorry, this is weird. Do we need more of these? Like, what are we doing? Would you say that, or would you have just suffered through it and just not said anything and
Sam's
said,
too nice.
Yeah. Also, I'd probably be really excited about it because
Yes,
she went
she
to
would.
Z on 23, which is, if you haven't been, is beautiful. It's a rooftop bar downtown,
Oh, you get some
and they
good
have like
shots.
a beautiful backsplash and backsplash. So
Background.
Background.
Backsplash is in your
I
kitchen.
am off on something today.
Get your medicine.
ground?
The background, and it's
Yeah.
all beautiful, and so I would be here for these pictures.
Would you be excited if you felt you weren't stepped up enough for the pictures?
But let's
polished
be
enough?
real. She's on a date.
So she should be polished.
She put in the effort.
I think Sam would appreciate this because she has to balance her phone up against a log at the beach to get her and her husband's pictures, and sometimes they'll do sweet pictures
Do you
with their
guys
baby.
do a
or
Yeah.
timer?
You can't get a little
yeah, timer.
tripod or something.
I'll take a tripod
I'm
out
not
to the
taking
beach.
a tripod to the beach. Sometimes I'll place
You got the
it.
wagon. You just fill the wagon
I
up.
met this really cute couple though when Mark and I went the other day, and they offered to take pictures for us, which was really sweet. Just this random couple, and then I was like, "Do you guys want photos?" They're like, "Yeah, thanks."
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
it's
you
just
always
this really
gotta help.
nice couple that just asked.
But why
for
are you
photos.
taking them with your own camera?
And why'd you tell my husband to go away?
Ew. Ew.
Why is it just his feet?
Oh, yeah.
He was not interested.
That'd be a funny
in
thing.
me
You should do that, Kev.
at all.
Oh, man.
You're
On the
such a
beach.
weirdo.
I think we should call her back and hire her
Photographer,
Yeah.
amateur friend?
Get a
some photos for us.
photo shoot for
Last
us
time,
Yeah.
we, last time we
We
did
haven't
a
had it in a
group
long
photo, it was
during
COVID.
the pandemic.
Was
I
it
know,
COVID?
and individuals, we haven't had individuals in probably almost 10 years. Pride was asking for a headshot. I was like, oh, I got this one from 2013.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't mind. I'm like, I don't know.
2018. It was
It's not
actually
like
2018
I'm
when we
now.
did our individuals. 2018.
Well,
That's when I was beast
Then
mode
my
at the gym.
2018 one sucked, so I went with 2013.
Oh, okay.
So, real quick around the room, date or ditch?
I say date.
Date.
Ditch.
I think ditch if you don't like the answer he
You're
gives
such a
you when you
brat.
ask him why he did that.
Yeah.
Ditch if you don't like the answer.
He's helping a friend.
Yeah,
I think
not
that's a
big
lie.
deal.
But definitely ask in advance.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that was weird that he didn't say anything.
And I should take this moment to throw this out there because it's one of those like closures. Remember yesterday I read this email, this text, and this DM, and people are like, maybe we'll find this person. I think there's a 0 chance in hell this is going to be found. But when my husband and I first got engaged, right, you do your whole engagement thing and fine. 2 other times after Tassos and I got engaged, people in public thought we were getting publicly engaged, so we had to run with that story. Time number 1 was I got engaged at Thanksgiving of 2008. Christmas time, we were in River Oaks, like everybody else in Houston goes there. And we were walking River Oaks Boulevard, and at the time I had a digital camera that had the little SD card. I dropped the SD card under that tree that has all the tendril lights coming down in the corner of River Oaks Boulevard. Tasso gets down to get the SD card, and the people in the car on the boulevard thought he's proposing to me.
Oh, getting down on one knee.
And so I'm like, oh my God, they think we're getting engaged. He goes, okay, I'll just give you this SD card and act like it's that. And so we pretended. And
you slapped me.
We kissed, and that's it. And they're like, oh, that's so cute. Okay, that was fine. Time number 2, I was in what's that park across from the Zaza and the Meekum Fountains? Is it Herman Park?
That's Herman Park, yeah.
But it's not where the statue is, the Sam Houston statue. There's like a rounder kind of thing where a lot of quinceañera
Are you in the middle of the
photos are
roundabout?
happening.
No, like
not
to
the
left of
roundabout.
it?
It's like a big marble structure. I think it's across, like if you're maybe at HMNS or is it the Zaza? It's not that big of a plot of land. It's not that big. And it's got a big round marble concrete structure. We were there. We were taking a walk in Museum District, and there was a lady there taking quinceañera pictures for this girl and her family. And I'm sitting on this bench. Again, I don't know what we did to make this photographer think we're getting engaged. And she goes, oh my God, y'all just get engaged? And I was going to tell her, well, yeah, like we just got engaged like 3 months ago, but I didn't finish that part. And she goes, do you want me to take pictures of you guys? And then I'm like, she was so excited. Tasso goes in Greek. He goes, I guess and I go, I guess. So this lady took pictures of us because she was so excited. We had just gotten engaged.
Did she send them?
And then when she went to send her email, I couldn't give her my Roula name because then she listened to the show. She goes, wait a second. Didn't you get engaged at Thanksgiving? And so I just was like, okay, we gave her Tasso's, but then Tasso's name. So Tasso, everybody has different Gmails. So we gave her this random Gmail, but we didn't get the pictures. And so this lady has pictures of me and Tasso from a fake engagement.
I just gave it.
In the Museum
Why would you
District.
give him like an
No,
email?
we gave her a real email, but she
Okay.
never sent them.
Oh,
That's
So they're
creepy.
floating somewhere in her stuff. A fake
I would
engagement.
never want to take a picture of somebody else that I didn't know.
But she was a photographer
Yeah.
for the quinceañera.
Oh,
and she
okay.
was like, oh, let me take pictures
Super
of you guys.
excited.
Well, if I was,
And then
doing
we
that,
were
if I was
like-
paying you to do my photos, then you were over there. Like,
hey,
what are you doing?
She was
focus
done.
on my event.
No,
She was
double
I'm
done
taking
with them.
pictures of those people.
Yeah. Trying to get
So
your
I
business.
where is that lady? Where are those
I
pictures?
think you nailed it
You
right
didn't pay
there.
her.
Yeah.
She didn't ask for us to pay
No,
her.
it could have just been maybe she typed it wrong. When I went to the rodeo with my parents, I asked this gentleman to take a picture of us because the background was a backsplash.
Backsplash.
You weren't in
Was
the kitchen.
beautiful. And I was like, hey, do you mind taking a picture on my phone? He's like, well, I'm actually a photographer. Let me take it on my really nice camera and then I'll email it to you. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, cool. So Mark gave him his DM and then he actually sent us the pictures.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
you
got
did
them.
get it.
I did get them. Yeah, so maybe if
You almost have to
time
get it
was
like
different,
right then, because if you don't get it within
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to
3
get
or
it.
4 hours,
Or you
you're
could
gonna forget.
airdrop.
Yeah, he edited them on like the train to the rodeo,
Nice.
and then
Wow,
hooked
okay,
us
it was
up and
really
sent it.
nice.
Yeah, it was super nice. I was like, oh, thanks, bro.
You know, if you're really worried
was
about
cool.
giving out your phone number or something like that, just say, hey, let's airdrop right now. That's all you got to do.
yeah, you can do
And then
that
other
stuff or
pictures come your
Instagram.
way.
You're like, whoa, whoa,
That's that one. All right,
Yeah.
coming up next. The movie Inside Out with Amy Poehler did very well. It was a huge success. Phyllis from The Office is in that. Mindy Kaling,
Oh, yeah.
also from The Office. And Inside Out 2 is out. Now, there's also a movie with Bill Hader called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. There's a very adult-themed animated movie coming out that is a hybrid of Inside Out, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Sexy Time. And I think it's all kinds of weird and wrong, but you tell me what you think. We'll talk about it in Scoop next on The Real and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Okay, friends, if you've not seen the movie Inside Out, it is about your emotions. It is about all the things that we did not know that we needed to educate ourselves on.
Is that animated?
It's animated, yeah.
Okay,
Inside
yeah.
Out, the Disney Pixar movie where
like
Amy
Herman's
Poehler
Head.
plays Joy.
Herman's Head for kids.
Yeah,
The show I
Herman's Head
grew
was
up-
like a 90s TV show on Fox, right?
Yep.
It's like all the emotions in your head are talking. Inside Out, Amy Poehler plays Joy. Phyllis from The Office. I don't even know her name.
Isn't she the
Her
depressed
name.
one?
She's Sadness.
Sadness.
Okay.
And then you've got Mindy Kaling. She is Disgust. And then Bill Hader is Fear. Louis
C.K.
No, not C.K. Louis
Black
is Anger. And I'm missing one. Am I missing
he'd be
one?
good as Anger.
We
He's
had
always
Fear, Anger,
rage.
Disgust, Joy, and Sadness. Okay, it's 5. So in Inside Out 2, we're supposed to meet new emotions and blah, blah, blah. But what we learned from Inside Out 1 is that, it just talks about when Riley is reacting to something, it's which emotion has been triggered, right? When she's mad and then she gives up ice hockey and then, oh no, ice hockey world has just crumbled.
And she was like an 8-year-old or
Family
something?
world is crumbling. Yeah, it's about a little girl who plays ice hockey and her family moves to a new city because her dad gets a job and it's all the emotions that she has to deal with. Okay. Then there's the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Bill Hader also voices the main character in that cartoon, and there's been Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too. Now, the animation of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I want you to imagine that animation. If you've ever seen the previews or even the poster cover for it, think of that movie with the premise of Inside Out, but it comes to us to let us know what a teen boy's hormones are doing inside his body.
Oh, my.
Oh, is this like Big Mouth?
It's not. Here's the weird thing. The way it was presented, and then I had to look at the preview.
So I was wondering, it sounds like Big Mouth.
It's called Spermageddon.
What?
It's about the sperm characters inside a teenage boy instead of the emotions inside Riley's head.
Oh my God.
It's the sperm characters of this boy. And I thought, and it says in the buildup, it's not meant to be R-rated. One of the directors
could
said
it
they
not
want
be?
teenagers to see it because we've never talked about whether we can make it more shocking. We talked about whether we can make it a sweeter and more relatable film because we want to demystify having that for the first time. It's normal for it to feel awkward. But if you look at the preview has S-bombs in it, and it's not made for
They
like...
probably want boys to watch it. Like,
Yeah.
they won't watch it if it doesn't have little curse words or something.
I guess
When they're 14.
That is so odd.
It's odd because what's happening in the preview, Sam, is the boy is with the girl and they're kissing and stuff, and then it goes just like on Inside Out, like when Riley is mad and you go into her head and Louis Black is mad, so the sperm is like signing the alarm, like this is not a drill, this is not a drill, this is probably actually going to happen, and it's like millions of sperm are trying to get to like the headquarters.
In the trailer?
Yes, in the trailer.
It sounds to
And
me
I'm
like
whoa.
Big Mouth, but with Pixar animation.
It's not Pixar that did it, though. It's more like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs animation.
Still that kind of
And it's
animation.
the Inside Out theme, like, premise where, you see all the emotions and...
They do it right.
I
It could be
know.
good for guys, boys, teens to
What's
watch
the
it.
movie called again? I'm sorry.
Spermageddon.
No.
Spermageddon.
That ain't-
and
that ain't
also
gonna
there's
work.
musical numbers in it, so how's that going to
They
be?
have an Aerosmith song like
Sweet
Armageddon.
Emotion. Sweet Emotion. They say, I don't know when where it's going to get released or where it's going to go.
Roula. I was taken aback.
Wow.
I'm telling you about the
I guess we'll find out.
premiere of the show.
Got to do it again.
I don't know what the thing is going to be on.
Even Quindell's not happy with that.
No.
Yeah, that was.
What do you expect?
Let me put my championship belt back on and hide behind here. Go to the news. Go to the news.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan
No one is
show to
safe.
tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay,
I'm
so
ashamed.
I was on Click to Houston this morning, and I click on these little articles like, hey, what are your rights if you hit a pothole in Houston, Texas? And I was like thinking, yeah, what are my rights? Like, if you're going down the road and everybody knows there's a pothole there and I damage my car, well, here's the answer. Your rights against the city or the county or wherever
nothing.
the pothole. Yeah, pretty much.
SOL.
No, yeah. Well,
You're
Are you
likely
real?
to get nothing if it's vehicle damage due to a pothole, and you're very unlikely to recover vehicle damage.
Well, Ryan, honestly, I'm not shocked because we've learned from car chases, high-speed car chases, if a cop hits you or you get hit by a car being chased or on a chase, nothing, you get
Can't
no
sue 'em.
recourse. So I wouldn't be...
Because what's from keeping
if you can't
somebody
do 'em
from
chase-
making a homemade pothole, going in on purpose to get hurt, and then suing?
So I'm
You know what I mean?
not shocked that the
It's
pothole
Houston, you
won't
don't
get you
have to
anything if the
make
chase
one. They're
doesn't
already
get you.
there.
Yeah.
They're already there.
I've been down Richmond in a while. How's that looking?
I don't know.
used to have tons of potholes, but
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Houstonians, thanks for opening my eyes. I was today years old when I learned this. I was asking y'all what that structure is called where I was mistakenly identified as a new engaged couple.
Oh, yeah. What is it
People
called?
texted us. It's the Mecum Rockwell Colonnade. A lot of quinceañera pictures happen there. The Mecum Rockwell Colonnade is very pretty.
That and the water wall. I see a lot at the water wall.
Yep.
Right by
Totally
the
different
Galleria.
parts of town, though, so it depends on where you want to go.
But you see a lot of
What area?
pictures being taken there.
Wasn't there a story a long time ago they want to charge you now for taking personal pictures there?
I've still never been there.
You've never been to the water wall?
I was just drive by it.
Yeah, you're not missing out.
I'm going to go park.
Sam, have you done it?
Yeah,
Where you stand on the edge, it looks like you're on an elevator?
Disappointed.
Did you see the elevator effect?
No.
What?
Oh, the water.
When I came to Houston and I was like, oh, we need to explore the city. And then they made it seem like this was beautiful, all the photos, and I showed up and I was like,
You can get nice pictures
No, if you
there.
stand on the edge of the water wall, Eric, I'm gonna make this a field trip this summer.
We'll try it.
We go inside the structure. Don't just stand on the grass on the side. You have to go up to the water. Stand on the edge and look down. It looks like you're in an elevator going
Where'd
up
you
through the
park at?
waterfall.
Sam
It's
doesn't
like an
like
effect.
Sam doesn't like the backsplash.
Yeah.
The backsplash.
I've had a moment today. Shut up.
That one kind of works though. Backsplash
Yeah,
doesn't like
yeah,
backsplash.
yeah.
Is that
Like urinal.
This
backsplash.
allergy meds are just woo.
Hey, I want to talk about this. It's back, the Infinite Houston. If you're into NASA or you loved learn about this stuff, I did it this weekend.
You get
y'all.
paid by these people?
No, not at all. I paid
It's like
them.
our second news story on this.
No, I paid them. Well,
you get free admission for
looked-
this family.
I did
Yeah,
not get
hooked up.
free admission. I
That's
paid
nice.
full price. I always do. So you can embark on
You're
a
doing it wrong then.
I like paying my own way. You can embark on a 60-minute immersive VR experience. We talked about them a couple years ago when they were
Wait,
in.
they were in our studio for Try Tuesday. I already told you this the first time you did the story.
Why
You
did we do
remember?
the story?
We had them in here. It was Try It Tuesday with the Infinite.
I think you got the wrong document open. It's
I did not have the wrong document. I'm just saying I got to do it the other day, and it was really cool
Oh, you
because
just want
it's
to brag.
different.
That's what it was.
No, it's just fun. Anybody can do it. You go to theinfinitehouston.org and you can book tickets. I mean, if you're just looking for something fun to do for a date, I thought it was a kind of fun getaway. We just did it last weekend. By the way, Air
What else
Innovations.
did you do? Any other dates you go on for news stories? Went to Holy Moly, did some putt-putt.
No, Ahmad went to Holy Moly.
You want to
Did
do
you
that
go
for the
to
news?
Holy Moly?
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been waiting for them to put something in that space for a while.
Yep.
They have a bar.
It's
they
right over
have-
by in Greenway at Edwards.
Yes, it's really cool. I liked it. It's a good date night, but Saturday's a little crowded.
Yeah, I've been like a Wednesday or Thursday.
So isn't it where the old restaurant used to be that was connected to the movie theater?
Harlow's?
Oh, that used to be a restaurant?
Yeah, Harlow's had little games to play like whack-a-mole, those type of things.
I would like to go on a date night on an airplane to the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody there listening? Let me try that.
Anybody get a private jet?
Anybody want to let me try?
I haven't
going
done
to
the water
Hawaii
wall yet or a
on
private
date?
jet.
Yeah, I've never been in a fancy private jet ever. Let me go. I'd like to do that.
Anybody got one of those?
Never been. I doubt I ever will.
Coming
Someday.
next. If you guys missed what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses today, wow, we totally had a debate. Is this guy lying or not? You've got to hear what Nicole found out because I'm just going to warn you now, or just spoiler alert. I got busted right away, y'all. You got to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.